Hey guys, I'm Abigail. For our Paralympic sport, we chose wheelchair basketball. In this video, we'll be going over the history, a brief overview of what wheelchair basketball is, some of the factors and influences of its competitive position, and some recommendations on how we can improve its competitive position. Thank you.
I'm Josh, and I'll be talking about the brief overview and the history of wheelchair basketball. So wheelchair basketball is a fast-paced sport where the athletes with disabilities compete in basketball and use wheelchairs as their mobility to get up and down the court. It was invented in 1944 by Ludwig Gutmann, and it was first played in 1945 by World War II disabled veterans in order for them to stay active. By 1960, wheelchair basketball was brought into the Paralympic Games that was held in Rome, Italy. This marked a significant milestone in the sport's history. The first men's world championship followed in 1975 in Bruges, Belgium, and in 1990, the first women's world championship took place in Saint-Étienne, France. Over the years, wheelchair basketball has grown into a competitive Paralympic sport and is now practiced in nearly 100 different countries worldwide.
Golpe, con rapidez, bueno. Qué manejo de silla que fundamental.
German restart. B-neck. Beautifully done.
Off the front of the chair, but picked up by Sagar. He's at the foul line. Bywater spins, and Bywater's got the path to the basket now. Bell gets in his way.
So the viewership and attendance figures for both wheelchair basketball and regular basketball differ significantly. For viewership for wheelchair basketball, NBC and Nielsen don't provide overall viewerships, but the Paralympic opening weekend saw 2.5 million streamers, and that was at the height of the Olympics as a whole, whereas the gold medal Olympic game for regular basketball saw 20 million streamers. For high stakes games for wheelchair basketball, attendance usually hovered around 8,000 spectators, filled up about half the arena, whereas for regular basketball, they actually set a new record for highest attendance where they averaged about 20,500 spectators per game. That was throughout all 52 games that were provided. So obviously basketball is hugely popular in the United States with over 27 million participants each year. That ranges from youth to professional, whereas in wheelchair basketball you see around 25 to 30,000 people that actively participate.
All right, y'all, so I'm going to talk about the competitive factors and influences that kind of put wheelchair basketball in the competitive position that it's in. So first off, traditional basketball obviously plays a huge role in where wheelchair basketball is. Without traditional basketball, you likely wouldn't have wheelchair basketball. So that really sets the stage for anyone looking to get into wheelchair basketball or any of those things, because it's really kind of the foundation for the sport. And so from there, the Paralympics has done a whole lot to provide a stage for wheelchair basketball to succeed. It's showcased it at an international level, got a whole lot of viewership and fans to get engaged and attracted to wheelchair basketball as a sport. I'd say the next thing that has kind of contributed to the sport being where it is kind of historical and social movements for disability rights. So in like the mid 20th century, you had a lot of activism that was promoting inclusion and better disability rights. And so that kind of all came as around the same time as the Paralympics got started, around the same time that wheelchair basketball got started after World War II and stuff. So those things all kind of helped bring the sport up and then push it to where it is now today.
So we came up with 3 recommendations for improving competitive position, and our first recommendation is to break down the stigmas around disability. We propose partnerships with pro leagues such as the NBA to host halftime exhibitions where we not only engage the fans, but also educate them about what wheelchair basketball is. We like to see engaging contests such as like the Dr. Pepper contest that has fans interacting with wheelchair basketball players and allowing them to really have, really foster a respect for the sport and a better opportunity to understand what it is. Our goal is to foster respect for the sport by creating opportunities for fans to play alongside athletes at major events, thus promoting inclusivity and celebrating the spirit of competition. These advertisements would not only promote products, but would also highlight the inspiring stories of athletes, showcasing their personal successes and the impact of the sport. By focusing on these narratives, we can raise awareness and foster respect for wheelchair basketball, also encouraging people to be more engaged with the sport. Our third recommendation is to incorporate wheelchair sports into collegiate programs, such as the University of Alabama's Adapted Athletics program. We want to provide athletes with limitations with the same competitive experience as their peers. With new competitive opportunities, we can partner with local media outlets to air games live, to offer athletes the visibility they deserve, and to promote inclusivity within collegiate athletics. The initiatives will allow wheelchair athletes to be recognized and to be celebrated just like any other sport.